In today's rapidly evolving world, artificial intelligence has proved to be a game changer. AI holds the key to streamlining workflows and enhancing productivity. Are you tired of wrestling with VBA macros? Look no further. Say goodbye to Excel VBA headaches and learn to master VBA with ChatGPT. Hi there, welcome to Excel Demi, where you can learn to use Excel and solve Excel VBA related problems. I am Ishraq Kader, and in today's video, we'll be discussing how to use Excel VBA like a pro with ChatGPT. So, let's get started. In this video, I'll be showing you 5 use cases of Excel VBA with ChatGPT. For this tutorial, I'll be using Microsoft Excel 365. Before we begin, here's a quick refresher on ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a state-of-the-art AI language model made by OpenAI. We discussed ChatGPT in our previous video and how you can access it. Make sure to check it out. Also, you can find the link to access ChatGPT in the description box below. Consider the list of payment invoices of Exotic Fruits Company. Here we have the customer name, email, payment due, and the city column. For our first case, we want to contact each customer via email using the subject Exotic Fruits Company invoice in order to inform them about their outstanding payments. Let's ask ChatGPT to automate this task. I'll select the prompt and press Ctrl+C to copy it. Then I'll search ChatGPT in my browser, where I'll have to set up an account, and I'll finally land on this page. Here I'll click on Try ChatGPT. This opens the main interface of ChatGPT in a new tab. I can paste my question down below and click the Send button. ChatGPT returns a VBA macro with all the necessary explanations. We can see the entire code by moving this slider. Next, it tells me that I should save the code in a module and then enable the Outlook object library. Afterward, I have to save the program and run the macro. For now, I'll copy my code by clicking on the Copy Code button and head back to the spreadsheet. Back in Excel, I'll enable the Developer tab. If it's already visible, then you can skip this step. To enable the Developer tab, right-click on any of the tabs, go to Customize the ribbon. This opens the Excel Options dialog box. Here I'll check the Developer option and click on OK. Now the Developer tab is visible. Navigate to the Developer tab. At the top left corner, click Visual Basic. You can also use the Alt plus F11 shortcut keys. This opens the Visual Basic editor. If you want to apply the macro to the entire workbook, then you need to paste the code in a module. Otherwise, if you want to make this macro available only to this worksheet, you can right-click on the worksheet and go to View Code. This will also open up the editor. In my case, I want to apply the VBA code to the entire workbook. So I'll close this window and then go to the Insert tab and insert a new module. Here I have inserted Module 1, which can be seen from the Properties window. Now I'll paste my VBA code inside the module. We can see that ChatGPT also included comments to help us understand the function of each block of code. Let me briefly explain how this macro works. First, this macro creates an instance of the Outlook application. Then it loops through the rows in the dataset and sends email to each recipient in column C, while adjusting the subject and the email body based on the data in each row. Lastly, it displays a message box to confirm that the emails have been sent successfully. In addition, click on the Tools tab, go to References, make sure to check Microsoft Outlook Object Library. In my case, it's already checked, so I'll click OK. Now, I'll modify the code slightly. Instead of send, I'll type display to see if the code is running correctly. Lastly, I'll press the Run button. You can also press the F5 key to execute the macro. Check this out. Outlook is displaying all the 6 emails that we've sent. We can also see a message box that confirms our emails have been sent successfully. Now, let's request ChatGPT to generate a macro that saves a selected worksheet as a PDF file. Here I have the sales data for 2021 and sales data for 2022 with similar structures. The two worksheets contain location, quarter 1, quarter 2, followed by quarter 3 and lastly quarter 4 columns. First, I'll go to the Save as PDF worksheet. Here I have inserted the names of the two worksheets in the B5 and B6 cells. I'll jump to the B9 cell, click the Data tab. In the Data Tools section, click the drop-down arrow, go to Data Validation. This opens the Data Validation dialog box. For the Allow field, I'll click this drop-down and select List. For the source, I'll click this arrow and select B5 to B6 cells and click OK. This inserts a drop-down arrow with the list of the two worksheets. I'll select the sales data for 2022 worksheet. Then I'll select the prompt and press Ctrl+C to copy it. I'll head back to ChatGPT and ask for help. Back in ChatGPT, I'll paste my query in the text box and click the Go button. We can see that ChatGPT has generated a VBA script for saving the worksheet as a PDF file. It's also given me a list of instructions on how I should execute this macro. For now, I'll copy the VBA code by clicking on the Copy Code button and go back to my spreadsheet. Back in Excel, I'll go to the Developer tab, then select Visual Basic. You can also use the Alt plus F11 shortcut keys. This opens the Visual Basic editor. I'll click the Insert tab and select Module. This adds a second module. Now I'll paste my VBA code that I copied from ChatGPT inside this module. Press Ctrl+V to paste it. Let's understand how this program works. The VBA macro looks up the worksheet name in the B9 cell. It loops through all the worksheets in the workbook to identify the worksheet name that is present in the B9 cell. Following this, it saves the worksheet as a PDF file in the same directory as the Excel file. Finally, it displays a message if the PDF was saved successfully. If, however, the worksheet doesn't exist, then the macro warns the user about it as well. Lastly, I'll click the Run button. You can also press the F5 key to execute the macro. We get a message that the PDF was saved successfully. I'll click OK to close the message box. I'll open the File Explorer and we can see that we have a sales data for 2022 saved as a PDF file. Now let me open this PDF file. We can see that our worksheet has been saved as PDF. Amazing, isn't it? What if I need to extract the first 3 rows from the 2 sales data worksheets and paste them into a new worksheet? I'll ask ChatGPT for a solution. Let's go back to the website. I'll paste my query in the text box below. Here I'm asking ChatGPT to extract the values in the B4 to F7 range from the 2 sales data worksheets. Then make a new Extract Data worksheet and paste the extracted values into this new worksheet. I'll click the Send button and wait for ChatGPT to come up with a response. ChatGPT has given me this long VBA code which I can see by moving the slider. It's also given me a list of instructions that I should follow in order to execute this macro. So I'll copy the code by clicking the Copy Code button and go back to Excel. Back in Excel, I'll go to the Developer tab and click the Visual Basic button. I'll insert a module just like before and I'll paste my code in this module. Let me briefly explain how this macro works. In short, this macro creates the Extract Data worksheet. Next, it extracts the values from the B4 to F7 range from the 2 worksheets and pastes them in the new Extract Data worksheet. Lastly, it displays a message box indicating the successful extraction of the sales data. I'll click the Run button to execute the macro. Brilliant! The VBA macro has generated the extract data worksheet and pasted the sales data for the 3 locations. I'll click OK to close the message box. Now I'll head back to the spreadsheet. We can see the extract data worksheet has been added. However, the grid lines have not been removed. So let me go to the View tab and uncheck the grid lines option. This gives a much cleaner look. Next, we can select all the columns and double click on the border so we can auto fit the column widths. And that's it. We've successfully added our sales data in a new worksheet. Sometimes we need to find and replace values from multiple worksheets. For instance, I want to replace the location from California to San Francisco and from New York to Boston for both my sales data worksheets. Let's request ChatGPT to automate this boring task for us. Back in ChatGPT, I'll paste my prompt. Here I'm telling ChatGPT to make a find and replace worksheet and paste the sales data into this worksheet. Then look through the worksheet and find the locations California and New York. Lastly, replace them with San Francisco and Boston. I'll click the send button and wait for a response. ChatGPT generates this VBA macro. We can move the slider to view the entire macro code. For now, I'll just copy the VBA code and go back to my spreadsheet. Back in the Excel spreadsheet, I'll go to the Developer tab, click on Visual Basic, click the Insert tab to insert the 4th module. I'll paste my VBA code inside this module. Here, the program combines the 2 sales data worksheets into find and replace worksheet. Next, it loops through all the cell values and locates the text California and New York, replacing them with San Francisco and Boston respectively. Afterward, I'll click on the Run button. You can also press the F5 key to execute this macro. I'll click this button to go back to my Excel spreadsheet. Bingo! The VBA macro generated the find and replace worksheet and replaced the locations just like we wanted. We need to make a slight adjustment. We'll go to the View tab and uncheck the Grid Lines option. Perfect. Undoubtedly, pivot tables are a useful feature that brings even the most mundane of datasets to life. The question is if ChatGPT can help us make a pivot table and a pivot chart using the sales performance data. This dataset contains salesperson names, region, state, followed by product names, quantity sold, unit price, and lastly the total. As a note, the salesperson dataset starts from the A1 cell. I'll head back to ChatGPT and enter my prompt. Back in the website, I'll paste the prompt in the text box. In this scenario, I want a pivot table to group the states by the total sales and the product names. I also want to represent this data in a bar chart. I'll click the Send button and wait for a response. ChatGPT generates this entire VBA script to create a pivot table and insert a pivot chart. We can move this slider to view the code. For now, I'll just press the Copy Code button and head back to Excel. Back in Excel, I'll go to the Developer tab, then click on Visual Basic, click the Insert tab to insert the 5th module. I'll paste my VBA code inside this module. Let me briefly explain how this code works. The program generates a pivot table based on the data in the sales performance worksheet. Then it groups the states by total sales and product names in the pivot table. In turn, a second macro creates a bar chart to represent the data in the pivot table. Afterward, we can click on the Run button. You can also hit the F5 shortcut key. We can click this button to go back to our Excel spreadsheet. We can see that we have a pivot chart and a pivot table worksheet. Incredible! The program grouped the product sales based on the state and also made a bar chart. I don't know about you, but Excel VBA no longer seems that difficult and we can create macros in no time. In this tutorial, I have shown you 5 applications of ChatGPT to master Excel VBA. I encourage you to give it a try and see the results for yourself. Follow these tips and tricks to get yourself up and running on your adventure with ChatGPT. Make sure to explain your dataset in plain English and let ChatGPT generate the VBA macro. This is especially helpful when you are not sure about the syntax. You can ask ChatGPT to explain the code snippets in detail. You will gain valuable insights and develop problem-solving skills. Lastly, if you encounter any error or bug in your VBA code, describe the problem to ChatGPT, and it can help you troubleshoot the issue and provide possible solutions. Don't forget to download the practice workbook from the video description. Try it out for yourself. It's a great way to improve your Excel skills. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. If you have any queries, suggestions, or feedback, leave a comment down below. For more information, you can also visit exceldemy.com. Also, to see more helpful content like this, please consider subscribing to our channel. Hope to see you next time. Bye!